Hello, before I continue, there is one thing I have to do. Yeah, Vector is away from the gate. I used to not like you, but now that I know you better, I hate you even more. Oh, this is funny. This really reminds me of how I feel about Trump. I used to not like Trump, but now that I know him a little better, I hate him even more. In fact, I am looking forward to his obituary being released. I would definitely love that as a birthday gift. Okay, I'm not serious, or am I? I really cannot imagine that if you've got this rash on the side of your neck, that you're in good health. And I really do not buy that he's taking good health advice. You're seeing a professional? Okay. Does this professional tell you the truth or just what you want to hear? You're the president? Why the hell do you look like that? What? Dude, this is just fucked up. Anyway, you're level 10. I probably don't have to actually duel you. But because I'm here, specifically because I know that you're away from the gate, which I have proven, I'm just going to say this. Before you can distract me and forget me from which episode I'm on, I know a very, very good way to remember that. Oh, hmm. It's your turn. Wait, before you do anything stupid, okay, now it's your turn. And don't piss me off because you've already done that. Okay, and you suck. Mm-hmm. Okay, attack me. Yeah, that's right. Do it. Yes, I definitely love when my opponent is stupid. It just shows that not every duelist is perfect. In fact, most aren't. We all make mistakes, especially Vector. And Vector makes a lot of them. Like messing with me, for example. I really don't think he should have done that. Maybe he'd still be, in better health if he didn't do that. Okay, well, anyway, the duel's over. You shouldn't have messed with me. You shouldn't have done that. Yes, fuck you, Vector. Fuck you. Okay, now, now I've got to do something real quick because I've been through some shit. I don't even know how I'm supposed to tell you this. How dare you treat me as if I'm nothing? Oh, that's how I feel about Trump too. How dare he treat me like I'm nothing? Dude, that is just. I am insulted. I am really insulted. I'm not joking. I'm very pissed about it. He really says the quiet part out loud. You should never say the quiet part out loud to me. Never say the quiet part out loud. Do not enable my shit. Do not do that. Okay, hello, Cyrus. Hmm. You know, I know that Jaden went through a lot, and it did change him, yes, but you helped how? Yeah, some best friend, am I right? Oh god, my chest hurts. I'm going to blame this on Cyrus. My chest hurts because of Cyrus. Yes, that makes complete sense. It does not. No, if I was doing Zane, that might make a little more sense, but it would still not make sense. Maybe like, what? Wait, what do you do? What? Why would it be Zane's fault? You know, there are just some things you shouldn't have done. Going down a certain path, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that, Zane. Maybe then your heart would be in better condition. Although, what is going on with mine? I really have no idea. And professionals are just like, question mark. Dude, I was asking you a question and the professionals are just like, we don't know. We have found nothing. Okay, interesting. Nothing. I don't know why my heart ever hurts. Because they have found nothing. Okay, that is very not helpful. Okay, I'm gonna summon Neos, and then I'm going to return that monster to your deck because it could be that card that doesn't get destroyed once per turn, which, if that is the card that's on the field, I'm getting rid of it. And I really wonder. I'm just sitting here like, what did Cyrus even do in season 3? And that's why he's alive. Yeah, that's why he's alive, because he didn't do anything. Which, some best friends, sure, but, you know, it's just, maybe in some cases you just shouldn't get involved. I don't think he would have won that. Honestly, I don't. Source, this, I mean, how did Jim do? Okay, moving on. I'm going back to season 3. No, I'm not going back to season 3. I'm on episode 3. Like, no, I'm not starting season 3 right now. What are you talking about? I still have the recap episode. The recap episode where Cyrus thinks Jaden is insane. No, Jaden isn't insane, Cyrus, not yet. And when he does go insane, you do basically nothing but stand there in fear. Yeah, I would be terrified too if I just saw someone die right in front of my face. But I really just don't think that helps you any, Cyrus. I activate the quick play spell. Rank up magic quick chaos. And what was I going to say here? I was going to say something. No, not that rank up magic card. How dare you? Dear God, this is annoying me. How dare you? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to remember what I was going to say. It was something about the book. Oh, do I want to actually go into that? Um, I wonder if your wings would make a good cover for my book. The one that I'm making. Those wings look very nice. I'm sure they'd make a good book cover. And the book would be about, let's see. Don't worry. I'll figure out something. It'll be about something. I just haven't figured it out. I've been stuck for years. I've been stuck for years, Vector, and it's your fault. You just made me stuck. I became stuck because of you. I became very, very stuck. And you know what happens when I get stuck, right? Well, I do occasionally get bored because of how stuck I am, Vector. You know what happens to me when I get bored? You want to know? I start to make references to death and blood and making book covers out of wings, especially yours in particular. I'm just looking at those and I'm just like, damn, that would be a nice book cover. I'll just rip them off of you, when you're dead. It'll be very nice, and I'll have extra blood to work with too, so it'll be so great. Don't you think so too? I don't think you agree, but you know what? Why should I care what you're saying? I don't like people that betray anyone. But you know what? If you ever betray anyone again, I will kill you again, so don't do it. Hmm. Say hello to number Chaos 73. Rise from the depths. Abyss Supraslat. I definitely mispronounced that. What the hell was I doing? Okay, I can make a better effort, but I'm probably still going to mess up. And I apologize to whatever language that word is from, because quite frankly, I can barely speak English these days, and I'd like to get my English skills back, but Something is going on with me and I can't easily describe what that is. Rise from the depths. Abyss suppressed splash. Abyss suppressed splash. I can pronounce splash, right? Right? This attack is for every emperor you betrayed, for the pain and suffering you caused, and for me. How could I lose? You lost because you're full of shit. He did it! Shark won the duel! And I will not be this emotional this time. I'm only that emotional once. And right now, I really have no empathy for traitors. None. None. I may look at a rash and get squeamish, but that has nothing to do with who you are. It just looks disgusting no matter who you are, trust me. So it is over. Mazar? This is the last place I expected to see you. Okay, so we're not going to see Mazar do anything, are we? Because, well, anyway. I came here to fulfill Kite's last wish. When the duel ended, he entrusted me with this. Uh, something had to have happened to Mazar, though. Because of what happened during Yuma's duel against Nash. And I would assume that he died before Dawn Thousands was... You know what, why can't I just let this event be what it is? He gave me this card so that I would give it to you. He thought you would need it. Kite. Dawn Thousands distorted our memories so that we would aid in his mad quest to rule the universe. The future that he is trying to shape is one I cannot allow to come to pass. Humph, whatever. This time, I have more power at my command than you could possibly imagine. So if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. You want to take me with you? Bet you want to try? What? Arg! Ugh! Mazar! Yeah, how could he still be this strong? I cannot be beaten. I am all powerful! Huh? This can't be. It can't end like this! Somebody help me! He can't control Dawn Thousand's power! Of course he can't control Dawn Thousand's power, he's a fool. Vector, I gotta feel the flow! Grab my hand, I gotcha! Yuma? What do you think you're doing? Yuma, you're in great peril. I know, but I can't give up now. Yuma, you know as well as I he'll just betray us again. Yeah, in Yuma's position, I would have just let Vector die. In Yuma's position, I'd just be like, okay, bye, bitch. I wouldn't bother trying to save Vector's life. Because he did all of this awful shit. He betrayed people. Why would I save him? Like, fuck him. Maybe he will, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. Really, Yuma? Really? You know, the worst part about all of this is I have to look at this chance that people were willing to take. And hold on just a minute. No matter what he's done, everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone? Everyone? Who is this everyone you're talking about? Yeah, but this would be his 30th chance. Yeah, and you know what? No. Not everyone deserves a chance. No. Listen. I used to believe something like this, that everyone deserved a second chance. But quite frankly, after an entire year, I'm just like, no, no, that's not true. Some people do not deserve a second chance. Some people should just be sent to prison immediately. Why? 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 Just why? You know, anyone can explain this presidency to me and try to make it make sense. But even I cannot understand what leaves my mouth to explain this entire situation. I'm just like, this this presidency should not exist. But for some reason it does. For some reason it does. I just don't understand, like, why? Why? Because people are stupid. And you wanted what exactly? If anyone wanted change, well, you should have been more specific because this isn't the kind you meant, was it? Was it? I'm pretty sure it was not. No one ordered all of this, except the people that still support this bastard. Yeah, yeah, who supports someone like this? A bunch of corrupt people and people with money. You know what? Fuck the money. I'm going to. Wait, what? Okay, well, I'm not gonna say. I completely messed that up. I, yeah, I messed that up. Yeah, let's continue. Vector, I've seen the good in you. I saw it in Ray Shadows. You know, I'm just like, I do not like, I do not like him when he was Ray Shadows, but I'm just like, was that what he's actually like when he's not insane? Okay, so what is Wendy's good side exactly? Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother to question Ray Shadows being more of what Vector is like. I'm just gonna be like, what is Wendy like when he's less of a bastard? And you think I'm insulting Vector? I actually like Vector as an antagonist. Wendy, though, I don't. I think Wendy is annoying. In fact, I'll probably be very pissed when he's at it. And I know that you think that I'm always pissed, and that's true, so why would Wendy be any different? But, I just am not looking forward to that. I just don't want him in the game, to be honest, but I also cannot take myself seriously because I wanted him to come back. I wanted all of the Ignis to come back, all of them. And the fact that they didn't all come back is one of the reasons I'm still. Anyway, moving on. We had awesome times together. You are my friend. You forgive this person that betrayed you. Really? I know you're young, but come on. You're not so young that you. You know what? I'm gonna be honest here. When I was 12, I was betrayed in far less serious circumstances, in far less severe ways. The way I was betrayed was a whole lot less serious. And that broke me. Like, that seriously still broke me. I felt betrayed to such an extent that I just couldn't handle it. And, I mean, props to Yuma for being able to handle it better than me, but he has friends and I did not. And it was painful. Painful. I wanted friends. But back then, friends were a myth. But now, they are no longer a myth. No, I am not insane. Okay, you know what? Maybe I am insane. But the insanity is not because I have no friends. The insanity is because I am living in a country that is currently undergoing what seems to be a regime change where the country is just going downhill and I'm just, how the hell am I going to live in this economy with this budget? You think I can live on this? Dude, I can't even pay all the bills with this shit. Yeah, look at my account. Look at it, government. Surveil me all you want. I know you're going to, even if I say no. You think I can pay the bills without shit? Dude, all the bills and dude, I would be in the red if I tried to pay bills with everything in my bank account right now. I would be in the red. I would never recover. My bank account would probably get me sent to prison eventually because I just can't pay it back. I would never have anything because this country is full of shit. I am so mad. I am so mad. There are many things I wish this country taught me, and it didn't. But you know what? This time, I will. I will learn it. I will show off everything that I. Fuck you, Trump. Seriously. Let's give this thing another go, pal. What do you say? I say, you've gotta be the most trusting simpleton who's ever lived. If you really want to hang out some more, let's do it. Come with me to Innsville. Innsville? Is that really? Is that the euphemism? Is that the euphemism for death in this series? I really don't know. Sure, if that's what it takes. And this is what made me emotional. Sure, if that's what it takes. You just being able to do. I'll stick by your side, because helping a friend is the right way. Why are you doing this, Yuma? Why are you doing this? Why? Is it this music? Is this music helping you? What is going on? Like, disgusting emotions. Yuma. Ray? Our worlds need more of you and less of me. I completely agree with that. Why does this world not have more Yumas? Goodbye. Why did you let go? Ray! Well, I would say that's still less emotional. Still emotional, but it wasn't as emotional. Now, it was very interesting that at one point I couldn't even roast Quattro because, I roasted him a lot. But when you think everything has been fucked up beyond repair, one line can just make your entire life change drastically. And what does that mean? It's gonna get to work. Ugh. Man, dude, I feel like, dude, what is going on with my shoulder? I feel like I need to pull it. Ugh. Ugh. I have to stretch. I'm in pain. I am in actual pain. It's more I'm achy, if anything else. Ugh. Yuma. Astral. The battle isn't over. In fact, it hasn't even begun. Dark. Why do we have to fight? Since we defeated Dawn Thousand, his power should be gone. Yes, this is where Yuma confirms that the duel against Dawn Thousand is over. This is something I clearly did not see. I read it out loud. I did not seem to acknowledge what this meant. I just kept waiting for Dawn Thousand to show up. That is the kind of shit that is just. You really have to wonder if I'm okay sometimes, don't you? Well, yeah. I've got questions for me, but I don't think I can answer them. And they're questions for myself, honestly. Just looking in. Do I know what's going on with me? Do I know what's wrong? Do I know what's wrong? Do I know how to fix it? Do I know how to fix what's going on with me? No. No, this is more than just me. My bank account is just. I cannot pay the bills with all of that. Everything is so expensive. Everything. Why is life expensive? Dude, I bet if Trump could, he would make breathing illegal for me. He would be like, And now all people, what? At this point, I wonder. Trump said he could murder someone, like, on what avenue exactly, and get away with it. And I'm just like, at this point, is that true? At this point, is that true? Like, if someone actually saw him, like, actually killing someone, would he actually get away with it? I'm starting to think it might be true. He's gotten away with so much shit, he probably could get away with murder. Not indirect murder. Not deaths that were caused because of his actions. I mean direct murder, as in he completely murdered someone in cold blood, himself, personally. He does not hire someone to do it. He doesn't point and say kills that person. He does it himself. I do sometimes wonder if he can get away with that if he wasn't lying. Since we defeated Dawn Thousands, his power should be gone. So should Trump's. Trump still has power. I bet he's still alive. I haven't checked. I don't have to check. He's still alive, okay? Why do I think an obituary would be a good birthday gift? Who says that? Unless Shark? That's right. I inherited Dawn Thousand's energies. You inherited Dawn Thousand's energies, and you can control them? Damn! Respect! Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap that up. This video is very long, and this is, I think, the end of episode 3. Yeah, I'm going to have to double check that when I get to the end of this episode, but yeah. So far, I'm as cursed as ever, and I guess I better embrace it because I'm not going to stop being cursed anytime soon. Oh, damn. I need my redemption arc. I can't start yet, though. We need someone better in office first.